A warm welcome to all those joining us online for our offer holder presentations. We understand that transitioning from school to university can feel like a big step, and uncertainty may accompany that journey. However, please rest assured that here at Queen's, there are a range of supports available for students with disabilities and long-term health conditions. We are delighted to introduce you to these resources and the assistance available to support your academic and personal success throughout your time at university. To guide you through this information, I'll hand over to my colleagues Deirdre and Hazel, who will take you through the support available both within the university and the external DSA funded support available.
Hello, I'm Deirdre Johnson, one of the disability officers within the Disability Services team here at Queen's University. This is a short presentation to give you advice on how to access support from our service. But what do we do at Disability Services? We provide tailored and confidential advice to students and guidance to wider university departments and services. We help students access support needs and make recommendations for support, reasonable adjustments, and we create an individual student support agreement, or an ISA as we call it. We liaise with academic schools and other departments such as the exams office to help implement support and ensure that students have the support they need throughout their academic journey. Students are also eligible to apply for Disabled Students Allowance if they're UK students, and we can guide them through the application process, assessment process, and then securing the recommended support. We also provide ongoing support for students throughout their academic career and help resolve any problems that may arise. Who do we support? We support over 3,000 students with a range of support and access needs, such as physical or mobility needs, sight or hearing loss, specific learning difficulties such as dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyspraxia, neurodiversity, such as autism spectrum conditions and ADHD, mental health conditions, and a range of medical conditions. What's a reasonable adjustment? A reasonable adjustment is any measure that can be taken to help overcome or reduce the effect of a disability-related barrier or disadvantage. It ensures that the playing fields are levelled and students have an equal opportunity to reach their academic potential throughout their degree. Examples include additional time to complete assessments, extended library loans, reading lists or lecture materials in advance, providing additional services such as a library assistant, note taker in lectures, or an exam scribe or reader, other exam support such as extra time or rest breaks, and also assistive technology, which is software or equipment that can help students with a range of supports. What is reasonable? Well, this is determined by factors such as how effective the change will be in removing any disadvantage the student experiences, the cost of the adjustment and resources available, how practical it is to make the changes, the effect that any reasonable adjustments might have on the learning experience of others, health and safety implications, and does it undermine the competency standards of the course? Academic standards must always be maintained. What can you expect if you register with Disability Services? You'll be assigned a disability officer who works with your school of study, and previous supports will be discussed, the challenges you might be concerned about coming to university, and an individual student support agreement, or ISA, will be created with a range of requests being made to your schools to reasonable adjustments that might be appropriate. We'll also guide and support you with your Disabled Students Allowance application. For students who may not have supporting documentation about their condition, we can advise regarding obtaining a diagnostic assessment. You can be assured that your data will always be protected, and it will be a confidential service. We provide disability and wellbeing drop-in advice, and that's available every day, Monday to Friday on campus for students who can drop in if they have any queries relating to disability or wellbeing issues. What are the keys to success at university? Well, with regards to coming to disability services, register early. As soon as you have made a firm commitment that you're coming to Queen's, even before your exam results, you can register with ourselves. You need supporting documentation. That may be a diagnostic report, it may be a GP letter, but if you haven't got that, you can try and get that before you know you're coming. Apply for Disabled Students Allowance early. Regardless of the university that you're going to, you'll still be eligible for Disabled Students Allowance if you're a UK student. So you can apply for that from May, and that support can be in place before you start university. Accept personal responsibility. You must complete all these necessary processes, and it's key to do them early before the rush when lots and lots of people are starting at university. There are other supports on campus that you can access and other information available through the accommodation services, career services, and global opportunities. But definitely let us know if there are any problems. We'll be able to advise you if we can help or who the best person is to help. So here's just a little quick access on how you register with ourselves with a QR code. You will already have ticked the Disability Office option on your UCAS form. You can now complete an online pre-registration questionnaire if you know you're coming to Queen's, upload your supporting documentation, and then our service will contact you, usually from about July for students who are coming to Queen's in September. An ISA will be created, and that will communicate your support needs to your School of Study. Your support can be reviewed at any point during your academic career, so please come back to us if there's anything that needs changed. So you can scan this QR code to access the pre-registration questionnaire. And there are a couple more QR codes here, one to contact Disability Services about your support. There's one to give you information about applying for funded support. And just to note that for nursing students, the way that the funded support is accessed is different. So you go to your disability officer with regards to that. Definitely check your emails regularly. That's the best way that we communicate with students, and come back to us if you have any questions at all. Thank you for listening to this presentation, and do get in touch with us if you have any queries.
Hello, and thank you very much for joining us. My name's Hazel Clark, and I'm the Assessment Centre Manager. So I look after all the funded support and Disabled Students Allowance in particular. I'm going to chat to you through it now. So Disabled Students Allowance provides funded support for students who are at university. So if you're a resident in the UK and have written evidence of your condition, you may be entitled to Disabled Students Allowance. It can provide specialist equipment, non-medical helper support. There's a consumables allowance, and there's also a travel allowance. I'll come on and chat to you about each of those in more detail in a moment or two. To apply, you contact the Student Finance website, and you'll be able to download a DSA-1 form from there and make your application. So the assessment process. You will meet with one of our fully qualified assessors. You will be matched with an assessor according to your condition. They will chat to you. It's very informal, and they will chat to you about what difficulties you're having or you would anticipate having during your studies. And they will try to find a different range of providing support to make sure that you have the help that you need during your studies. The assessments can take place either in person here in One Elmwood. We have 2 fully equipped assessment rooms, or if you're more comfortable, they can take place online, and the assessor will contact you either via Teams or Skype or Zoom, whatever you're more comfortable with. The assessment usually takes around about an hour to an hour and a half. These are some of the things then that your assessor will chat to you about in terms of support that you might be eligible for. We can look at different types of software that can help you with different areas of your study, whether that's with your note-taking support, or if you have difficulty with typing or anything like that. We can look at different bits and pieces of software that will help with that. If you're being recommended software, we would also usually look at a laptop or a PC to help you with that. Also a printer if that's useful. And again, if you were having difficulty with lectures, we could look at a dictaphone to help you record those. Non-medical helpers are another area that we might look at. Those cover the specialist tutor, so that might be a mental health tutor or an autism tutor or a dyslexia tutor. They would also look at note takers. If we thought the software maybe wasn't going to be sufficient, we could look at note takers, or library assistants maybe if accessing the support within the library was proving to be particularly challenging for you, we could look at that support as well. In terms of travel, we can look at recommending travel allowance. If your condition means that you're unable to access public transport, we can look at travel allowance then, whether that would be that you use your own car, and we would look at a petrol allowance, or possibly funding taxi travel if that was more appropriate. So your important contacts are the disability officers who will help you with any of the support that you require within the university. Disabled Students Allowance, if you have any queries about that at all, you'll come through our team here at the Needs Assessment Centre or NAC and contact us either on that phone number or by that email. The DSA forms to apply for funding for the incoming year are already available now and are on the Student Finance Northern Ireland's website, and all the contact details are there. So good luck with your application process, and hopefully we'll see you in the summer or in September. Thank you.
We hope you find that information useful. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions about your supporting documentation, the application process, for support, or anything else we can assist you with during your transition to your studies. Wishing you all the best for your upcoming results.